Hi, I'm here with Janice, and she's the volunteer coordinator here at Sunnyside. Would you like to tell us about what you do here?
Sure. I have been here since 1998 and coordinating our volunteer program. We have about 250 volunteers here of all ages, majority being seniors themselves. We have a number of high school students and university age. I'd say maybe 10% of our volunteer group, so maybe 25 to 30 would be that age here.
What do you think students would enjoy about volunteering here at Sunnyside?
I think the students would enjoy the relational part of getting to know the people that live here and coming to see them on a weekly basis and doing things with them. I think students maybe have different motivations. Sometimes it's because they want to get into a medical field, so this is a good place to test that. And it can also be if they live close within the community, it's really handy to come here. So, but I think I would stress the relational piece that usually people want to get to know seniors and interact with them.
So is there a required time commitment that a student needs to put in order to volunteer here?
Well, I know for high school that one needs to do 40 hours, and my hope would be that you could do most of that time here, because when you are starting to get to know people, we don't want you to come for a short time and leave. We want you to get to know the people here. So many volunteers come for a few hours a week, so they might come, for half the year or up to a year, and that's really good for us. In terms of volunteer hours, most high school students come on a weekly basis and do a few hours a week. However, one can come in the summer and do more time. I had a student who is entering grade 9 in the fall, and he came as of July 1st. You can start collecting hours if you're grade 8 going into grade 9, and so he came about 3 days a week and got all of his volunteer hours for high school completed before he started grade 9. So that's another option, is to do it in an intense time like that, in a number of weeks in the summer.
What qualities in a person would make them a good volunteer for Sunnyside?
I think being somebody who enjoys talking and listening, hearing stories from long ago, and so an outgoing and flexible person too, because some people are easy to talk to, others perhaps not, so being a little bit flexible is a good trait as well.
So are there opportunities that they're more administrative opportunities, so not necessarily working with the people as much?
Mm-hmm. There would be some. We could have volunteers helping us in the office with things like photocopying, mailings. Those there aren't a huge number of those kind of positions, but that would be a possibility if people want kind of office experience. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But most of ours would be social recreational activities with the people.
Could you tell us about some of the specific volunteer opportunities that are here for students?
Sure. We have volunteers that come on Sundays. Right now we're sitting at the back of our chapel, and we have a chapel service every Sunday. So we have had high school students help to bring the people here. It's a half-hour service and take them back afterwards. That's a very important service they can provide, and then we do need help with that right now. We have different activities like bingo is every Tuesday night, and a number of high school students come, and they're either paired with individuals or they help bring people down, help them to play. If they can't hear, if they don't know the number, they're assisting them. And we have a computer, and we have volunteers that sit with people who may not know how to use the computer as well as they do. So doing email or helping play games on the computer. And we have fundraising activities, and we have one called Walk and Roll every year. It's our annual fundraiser. This would be a one-day event. If somebody just wanted to come for one time and do like 4 hours at a stretch, they could come for that day. And we take residents out on the walk. We have a hot dog lunch after and games and things. So high school students usually help us with that activity. So some other activities that the high school students are involved in is we have a gift shop. So a retail, if people want a retail experience, we have a gift shop. We also have a tuck shop. Most of the high school students help us in the gift shop. So they're learning how to run a cash register, and they're in the shop usually for 3 to 4 hour shifts. It could be once a month, or it could be a couple times a month doing that. We also have some of the students help in the summer. They porter our residents to our hairdressing salon, so bringing them back and forth. This summer as well, we had a number of high school students who came in to walk with people. And to walk with could mean pushing them in their wheelchairs outside as well, just to get out off the unit and see something different. So that was a really helpful role that they played here this summer.
How do you actually apply to become a volunteer here?
Well, for youth volunteers, I do like to meet youth volunteers in person and give them, we have a separate application form for those under 18. So I like to meet them and find out really what they're wanting to do and make sure it feels like a good fit. And then they fill out the form. We don't require a police check as of right now for under 18-year-olds, but they do need to get 2 references, written references, usually from teachers, and include that as part of their application. And at that point then we do an orientation.
Right. And so is there any training beyond the orientation, or is it just?
A lot of our positions would be learning on the job. Often I try to buddy volunteers, young volunteers up with a senior volunteer, so they're learning it on the job.
Oh, okay.
For a few positions we do a training session.
If you wanted to volunteer with some friends, is that a possibility?
Group volunteering, not as much. We do, because we have to individually screen each member, so I guess if each member of the group is willing to do that. If you're coming in as a musical group that you're going to be playing music at chapel or for entertainment, then we don't usually have to go through all that application process. But if you're going to be visiting or coming quite regularly, you can come with friends, but you do all need to apply individually.
So do you have any last comments about volunteering in Sunnyside?
We hope you'll give us a chance, come and see us. And I want to say that it may not be for everyone, but if you want to experience what seniors live in a home like this and get to know some seniors one-on-one, this would be a good place for you to come and volunteer.
All right, thank you.